Yo, what up, fam? This your boy. I was coming at you just, thinking as we get ready to go into this new year. If it's one word that I could leave with, and I was talking to God about this, and he dropped this line on me from a movie I watched. I watched a movie, it actually ain't a movie, it's a TV series on Netflix. And the name of the show is Designated Survivor. And in this show, we had all of these, the president and the vice president and all the congressmen and all that. They were all in this play, in this building. They was on the Capitol, and the Capitol was blown up. And so everybody was killed, all except for the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development and one other Republican senator. Outside of them, everybody else was killed. So it caused this Secretary of HUD to be thrust into the presidency because everyone else was gone and he was tagged the designated survivor. And so as I was looking at this, this person really had no political ambition. He was just doing his job where he was, had no ambition on being the president or nothing like that. But due to a change of events, he was all of a sudden thrust into a position that he really wasn't planning on, didn't want, and all of the above. And as I went through that process in my head and was thinking about the different things in that movie, it really brought me to this year, what 2020 is going to represent. And I know it was definitely a word for me, but I believe that it will also be a word for you, because as I look back over 2021, I think about all the people we lost, everybody that was lost in 2021. And for our family, it was really kind of hard. And my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and my papa. And my father-in-law and my papa, they had been ill for a while, and so it was kind of expected. But the one that really shook my world was my mother-in-law, because she had been to the hospital and we was expecting her to come home, and my nephew was going to get her, and on the way out the emergency room, she collapsed. And for the most part, it was over at that point. And that thing shook me up so bad because of the expectation of your loved one coming home, and all of a sudden they're gone. And that made me think about this particular movie, because in our lives, as we go through our lives and we're losing people, we're losing relationships, we're losing jobs, and different things are changing in our lives, it seems like what God is saying tonight is, you are the designated survivor. Whoever's left behind, whoever's left over, you are the designated survivor, and you are now being put in a position so that you can actually lead people into a place that God will have for you. A lot of times we don't plan on where we end up or plan on where we're going, but the reality of it is once you are there, then you only have one or two choices. You can make it or you can fold. And tonight, because of the ones that we are connected to, because of who we believe in, who we put our trust in, what I want to tell you tonight, that you got to make this thing happen. You got to go, you got to get out there, you got to go for it, and you got to change your network. You got to put people around you who's going to help you be in the places that you need to be and succeed the way you need to succeed. You are the designated survivor. I am the designated survivor. I hate like hell I lost my father-in-law. I hate like hell I lost my mother-in-law. I hate like hell I lost my papa and everyone else that we've lost this year. But the reality of God works with a remnant, and we are the remnant that's left behind. And if we're the remnant that's left behind, what are we going to do today? What are we going to do in 2022 that's going to make 2022 different from all the previous years that came before this? You have a responsibility to go out and make this world different. We have an obligation to change those things that are around around us and to lead those ones that are following us into a future they can be proud of. You are the designated survivor. I am the designated survivor. And if you're still on earth today, if you still have blood running warm through your veins, if you're still breathing in and out, and you are hearing this message, you are the designated survivor, and God have a purpose for you. Walk in your purpose. Let 2022 be the year that you step out and do something great. Stop being held back by fear. Fear is only false evidence appearing real. It's time for you to go out and get it. It's time for you to do what you have been called to do and make a difference today. I thank you for listening to your boy, and I appreciate you, man. Look, I hope all of you all have a happy new year. I hope this is the best year ever. No matter what happened this year, you are the designated survivor, and you were left behind for a purpose, and God has a need for you, and the need is now. God bless. Peace. Hey, stop.